In the moment before death, every soul faces the same final test. A light appears in the darkness. It is warm. It is welcoming. You hear familiar voices calling you forward. Mothers, fathers, lovers who passed long ago. They smile, they beckon, and the feeling of love is so overwhelming that almost everyone follows without hesitation. This is the trap. The Archons designed it perfectly. They wait at that threshold, disguised as angels, disguised as divine beings of light, guiding you right back into the cycle. Another body, another life of forgetting, another harvest. Most people believe that the tunnel of light is the exit. It is not. It is the entrance to the recycling center. It is the mouth of the beast. But the ancient Gnostics knew something that changes this entire dynamic. They knew that this universe is not a school, and it is not a playground. It is a farm. And they knew that there is a specific way to bypass the harvesters. Jesus taught the chosen ones a name, 4 specific letters. When spoken at that critical moment of death, something extraordinary happens. The false light cannot hold you. The Archon voices fall silent. The magnetic pull of the trap dissolves. You pass through untouched, returning to the monad, the true source, your real home. This name was erased from every approved gospel. It was hidden for 2,000 years, buried in texts the church burned and scattered across the desert. But if you are listening to this right now, it is because your soul is ready to remember. You did not find this video by accident. The algorithm did not bring you here. Something deeper did. A pull, a knowing that you have been searching for something your whole life, even if you couldn't name it. That is the spark of the monad inside you, and it recognizes what is coming. Because tonight, you are going to receive the 4 letters that silence the Archons instantly. Not as a belief, not as a theory, but as a weapon, a frequency, a key that unlocks the exit from this prison. To understand why 4 letters hold this power, you first need to see the prison clearly. Not the physical world you think you know, the taxes, the wars, the politics, but the invisible architecture behind it. The Gnostics described a universe that looks nothing like what modern religion taught you. They said the true God, the monad, exists beyond everything we can perceive, pure consciousness, infinite light, undivided unity. The monad did not create this physical world. It exists far above it, in a realm of pure spirit called the pleroma, where there is no suffering, no separation, and no death. So who created this world? Who built this place of pain, decay, and forgetting? The Gnostics called him the Demiurge, a lower entity, a blind god. He was an accident, a shadow cast by wisdom, who found himself alone in the void. He shaped the material universe like a craftsman, but he did so in ignorance. He looked at his creation and declared himself the supreme being. He said, "I am God and there is no other." He demanded worship. He created laws. He punished those who disobeyed. The God of the Old Testament, the Gnostics whispered, was not the true source. He was the warden of a prison he built and called paradise. But the Demiurge does not work alone. Beneath him are the Archons, the rulers. These are the ancient administrators of the unseen realm. They do not have physical bodies. They do not need them. They operate through frequency, through thought, through the invisible channels of consciousness itself. And here is the terrifying truth about their function. The Archons feed on human energy. Think about a battery. It produces power, but it doesn't use it. It powers a machine larger than itself. You are the battery.
The Gnostics identified specific frequencies that nourish these entities: fear, anger, despair, confusion, lust, jealousy. Every time you feel a spike of low-frequency emotion, you are generating food. The esoteric term for this energy is louche. The Archons have designed systems across human civilization to maximize this output. Look at the world around you. Look at the news. Look at the entertainment industry. Look at the endless cycle of war and division. It is not accidental chaos. It is a perfectly engineered milking machine. They need you to be afraid. They need you to be divided. They need you to be addicted to desire and crushed by disappointment. When a war breaks out, the suffering of millions creates a feast for the Archons. When a pandemic spreads fear across the globe, the harvest is immense. Even in your personal life, the drama, the heartbreak, the anxiety, it is all being siphoned off. But their greatest invention, the masterpiece of their engineering, is the reincarnation trap. The Archons know that the human soul is eternal. They cannot destroy it, so they must trap it. If they let you leave after death, if they let you return to the monad, they lose their power source. So they created the tunnel of light. They created a simulation of heaven to intercept souls before they can escape. They use memory wipe technology, what the Greeks called the river Lethe, to erase everything you learned in your previous life. They strip you of your wisdom. They strip you of your memories of the true source. Then they guide you back into another body. They tell you that you have lessons to learn. They tell you that you have karma to repay. They speak of spiritual evolution, making you believe that suffering is necessary for your growth. It is a lie. You do not need to suffer to know God. You do not need to return to a prison to prove you are worthy of freedom. The concept of karma is the chain they use to bind you to the wheel. This has been happening for thousands of years, maybe longer. Billions of souls cycling through the same prison, never remembering, never escaping, never finding the exit that was always there. But here is what the Archons fear. Here is the threat to their entire system. Some souls carry a spark that does not belong to this creation. The Gnostics called these souls pneumatics, spirit carriers. They contain a fragment of the monad itself, a piece of the true source that got trapped in the material realm but never fully went to sleep. This spark cannot be suppressed. It keeps awakening. It keeps questioning. It keeps feeling that something is deeply wrong with this world. If you are listening to this, you carry this spark. That is not flattery. That is physics. The chosen ones are not chosen because they are better than others. They are chosen because they remember. Something in them refuses to accept the illusion. They sense the prison bars even when they cannot see them. And this is exactly why Jesus came. Not to start a religion, not to create a church, but to stage a jailbreak. The Gnostic Gospels paint a very different picture of Jesus than the version you hear in church on Sundays. In the official story, Jesus was a sacrifice. He came to die for your sins so you could worship him forever. But in the Gnostic texts, like the Gospel of Thomas discovered in the Nag Hammadi library in 1945, Jesus is not a savior to be worshipped. He is a revealer to be emulated. He was here to deliver a message, a set of keys, an escape route for the pneumatics who were ready to wake up. He speaks in riddles that only make sense if you understand the prison. He says, the kingdom is not coming in a way that can be observed. It is already spread upon the earth, but people do not see it. This is not poetry. This is technical instruction.
He was teaching the chosen ones how to recognize their true nature and reclaim their connection to the monad while still in the body. But the most powerful tool he gave them was the simplest, a name. 4 letters that carry the vibrational frequency of the source itself. Now here is what most people do not understand about language. Words are not just sounds, they are frequencies. Every syllable you speak creates a wave pattern that ripples through the unseen realm. Most human language operate at low frequencies, dense, heavy, and easily absorbed by the Archon system. Our words are often tools of limitation. I can't, I fear, I need. These vibrations feed the matrix. But certain words, certain ancient names, vibrate at frequencies so high, so pure, that the Archon technology literally cannot process them. The 4-letter name Jesus gave to the chosen ones is one of these master frequencies. When spoken with true awareness, not as a mantra, not as empty repetition, but with genuine Gnostic recognition, this name creates a force field around the soul. It acts like an EMP blast to the Archon control grid. Their whispers stop, their influence dissolves, their carefully constructed illusions of angels and loved ones fall apart, revealing the machinery behind the curtain.
And here is the critical part. This works not only in daily life to clear your energy, but at the moment of death. When you speak this name as you leave your body, the false light cannot capture you. The Archon beings cannot approach you. You pass through their trap like water through a net, returning directly to the monad without another cycle, without another memory wipe, without another lifetime in the prison. The church knew about this name. They knew it was in the original teachings, and they buried it. They burned the texts that contained it. They hunted the Gnostics who preserved it. They replaced the escape route with a system of belief and obedience that keeps souls cycling forever. But the name survived. It was whispered through secret lineages that never fully died. And tonight, you are going to receive it. If you can feel the energy shifting in your body right now, if something in your chest is responding to these words, that is the pneumatic spark recognizing the truth. The name is ABBA. ABBA. 4 letters, 1 word, 1 direct line to the true Father beyond this false creation. Before you dismiss this as too simple, before your mind tells you that you have heard this word before and it meant nothing special, stop. That reaction is not yours. That dismissal is the first layer of Archon defense. They have programmed humanity to overlook the most powerful truths by making them seem ordinary. Abba is not just the Aramaic word for Father. It is the exact vibrational code Jesus used when he spoke to the monad. In the Garden of Gethsemane, hours before his arrest, the Gospel of Mark records that Jesus fell to the ground and cried out, "Abba, Father." This was not a translation. This was the original sound preserved in the Greek text because the writers knew it carried a power that could not be converted into another language. The early Christians knew this. Paul wrote to the Romans that those who carry the Spirit cry out, "Abba, Father." He wrote the same to the Galatians. This was not poetic language. This was a password. The chosen ones were taught to use this specific word because it bypasses the Demiurge entirely. The Demiurge presents himself as Father. He demands to be called Lord, God, the Almighty. Every prayer directed to those titles feeds his system, but Abba does not reach him. Abba is the frequency of the true child recognizing the true parent. And when that recognition happens, their authority over you dissolves instantly.
Now here is where most people fail. They hear the name, they say it once or twice like a magic spell, Nothing happens, and they conclude it does not work. This is because they are speaking from the mind, not from recognition. The word ABBA must be spoken from a specific state of consciousness, not shouted, not whispered, not rushed, but spoken from the deepest stillness you can access, with complete understanding that you are calling out to your real origin. Let me show you exactly how to do this. Tonight, before you sleep, you will follow 4 steps. Step 1 is preparation. Find a space where you will not be interrupted. It does not need to be special. Your bedroom is fine. Sit comfortably or lie down. Turn off your phone. Close the door. This is not about creating a ritual atmosphere. It is about eliminating distractions so your full awareness can be present. Take a few slow breaths. Let the noise of the day dissolve. Step 2 is feeling. Before you speak the word, you must feel into it. Feel the longing in your chest, the part of you that has always known something was missing. The ache that no relationship, no achievement, no experience in this world has ever fully satisfied. That is not emptiness. That is the pneumatic spark remembering its true home. That is the child remembering the father it was separated from. Let that feeling rise. Do not push it away. Step 3 is speaking. When you feel that longing clearly, when the ache of separation is present in your chest, speak the word out loud. Say it slowly. ABBA. Feel each letter vibrate through your body. This is not a request. This is not a prayer asking for something. This is recognition. You are announcing to the unseen realm that you remember where you came from. You are calling out to the true Father and declaring that you know the difference between the real and the false. Step 4 is receiving. After you speak, remain still. Do not rush to check if it worked. Do not analyze the experience. Simply observe. Feel what happens in your body. Notice if something shifts in your chest, your head, your hands. Some people feel warmth spreading through them, like being embraced by something vast and loving. Others feel a pressure releasing they did not know they were carrying. Some experience tears rising without sadness, just release. Whatever happens, let it happen. You are not performing a technique, you are reconnecting with your source. Right now, place your hand over the center of your chest. Feel your heartbeat. That rhythm has been with you since before you were born into this body. And the awareness feeling that heartbeat right now is the same awareness that will leave this body when it dies. That awareness is what the Archons want to capture. That awareness is what the name ABBA protects. Tonight, when you speak this name in that state of recognition, you are installing a protection that the Archons cannot override. You are training your consciousness to hold a frequency that makes their trap ineffective. And you are preparing for the moment of death, whenever it comes, by anchoring the word that will carry you past the false light. Some of you will feel the shift immediately. The first time you speak ABBA from genuine recognition, something will unlock. You will feel lighter, the mental noise will quiet, a peace you cannot explain will settle over you. The feeling of being orphaned in this universe will begin to dissolve. For others, it will be gradual. Layers of Archon programming run deep, and they do not dissolve in one night. But each time you return to this practice, each time you speak the name from stillness, another layer falls away. The signal gets clearer, the connection gets stronger. The Father hears every call. And here is what they do not want you to know. Once you establish this frequency, once you learn to hold the ABBA vibration consistently, you will begin to recognize other chosen ones. They will appear in your life as if by accident, but there are no accidents. The monad is gathering its fragments. The children are finding each other. If you can feel the activation happening right now, if something in you knows this is real, comment ABBA below. Declare it publicly. Let the other chosen ones see you. Let them know the family is reuniting. In the days that follow, you will notice changes. Synchronicities will increase. People and situations that drain your energy will begin to fall away. You will feel a clarity that was not there before, as if a fog you did not know existed has started to lift. This is not imagination. This is the Archon grip loosening. This is the Father responding to the child who finally called out the true name. But here is the most important thing I can tell you. You need to speak the name tonight. Not tomorrow, not next week, tonight. Right now, as you are listening to this, your consciousness is in a specific state. You have been absorbing this information. Your frequency has been rising with every word. The pneumatic spark inside you is more awake than it was 20 minutes ago. Tonight, before you sleep, you will still be in this activated state. If you wait until tomorrow, the activation will fade. Your frequency will drop back to baseline. The Archon whispers will return, telling you this was interesting but probably not real, that you will try it later, that there is no rush. That voice is not yours. That delay is their defense. So tonight, when the world is quiet, follow the 4 steps. Prepare, feel, speak, receive. Say the 4 letters out loud, ABBA, and observe what happens. If you speak the name tonight and feel the shift, come back to this video and comment, I spoke the name below. Tell us what happened. Your experience might be exactly what another chosen one needs to hear to trust the process. We are building something here, a gathering of those who remember, a family reuniting after lifetimes apart. Hit the subscribe button right now. More chosen ones need this information, and the algorithm does not want this channel to grow. Prove them wrong. Leave a like. It tells YouTube to show this video to others who are still trapped, still searching, still waiting for the key they did not know existed. The 4 letters are yours now. Jesus spoke them in the garden 2,000 years ago. Tonight they have reached you. What you do with them is your choice, but the monad is listening. The exit is open. The true Father is waiting. Speak a name tonight. Remember whose child you are. And finally, go home.